Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet United States President Donald Trump in Washington. This meeting is scheduled for Friday. The primary agenda is to sign an agreement regarding Ukraine's mineral resources. Trump has described this deal as an important step forward. However, Zelensky has indicated that it is only a preliminary agreement. He seeks further arrangements that include security guarantees from the United States. These guarantees are aimed at deterring renewed Russian aggression. Trump has responded by stating that the United States will not provide extensive guarantees. He believes the responsibility for Ukraine's security should primarily rest with Europe. This assertion aligns with Trump's previous statements regarding NATO. He has seemingly dismissed the prospect of Ukraine joining NATO, which has been a long-term goal for Zelensky. Trump stated that the presence of American workers extracting rare earth metals in Ukraine would provide automatic security for the country. The United States president has suggested that a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia is on the horizon. He expressed optimism about reaching a deal to halt hostilities. However, Zelensky has countered that without security guarantees, a ceasefire is unlikely to be effective. He emphasized the need for a path towards NATO or a similar arrangement. The minerals deal is: Ukraine possesses about 5% of the world's critical raw materials. This includes rare earth elements essential for various technologies. Russia has long opposed Ukraine's NATO ambitions, fearing it would bring NATO forces closer to its borders. In 2008, NATO had indicated that Ukraine could eventually become a member. However, the current geopolitical climate complicates this aspiration. Trump has proposed the idea of European peacekeeping troops being stationed in Ukraine as part of a ceasefire agreement. Yet, Russia has expressed its opposition to this notion. Notably, European representatives were not included in Washington's initial discussions with Russia. Kaja Kallas, the EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, has stressed that any agreement must involve European consensus. She stated that for any deal to succeed on European soil, European agreement is essential. Zelensky has brought into light that the success of the minerals deal hinges on his discussions with Trump. Specific details of the agreement remain undisclosed. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal has mentioned that the deal includes an investment fund aimed at Ukraine's reconstruction. This proposal was initially put forth by Zelensky last year. The intention was to provide the United States with a concrete reason to continue its support for Ukraine. Tensions have arisen between Trump and Zelensky over the details of the deal. The Ukrainian president had previously rejected a request for $500 billion in mineral wealth. However, reports indicate this demand has since been withdrawn. Discrepancies have also emerged regarding the language used to describe the agreement. Trump has characterized it as a very big agreement that allows the United States to recoup its financial aid to Ukraine. Conversely, Zelensky has referred to it as a framework agreement, suggesting it is a basis for further negotiations. Trump has expressed a desire for a swift resolution to the conflict in Ukraine. He aims to reset relations with Russia. Following a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, delegations from both countries were sent to Saudi Arabia for bilateral talks, which excluded Ukraine. In response, Zelensky has accused the United States of aiding Putin in breaking out of isolation. He has also accused Trump of being influenced by Russian disinformation. Accessing Ukraine's mineral resources poses challenges. Some deposits have been seized by Russia. According to Ukraine's economy minister, Yulia Svyridenko, resources valued at $350 billion remain in occupied territories. Additionally, Ukraine faces issues with unexploded landmines. It is estimated that a quarter of Ukraine's land is contaminated with these mines, primarily in the eastern regions affected by conflict. Addressing this issue is crucial before any agreement with the United States can be fully realized.